All right, guys, got some new insulation from Flatline Barriers. This is for our 70 model F100, and this is really good stuff. It's pretty amazing, actually. It's extremely lightweight. It's a dense foam pad that it's not heavy and like weighs down the vehicle like a lot of other products do. So it's super lightweight. It goes in really fast. It's not sticky and gets all over your hands. This is simple to cut through. It's got a nice metal barrier. Then cut it to fit the pieces that you need. And this is the universal kit here. This is the big one, 72 square feet. So we've got plenty of stuff. We can go through to the whole inside of the cab, wherever we want to do it. And it's really neat because they have some products for some vehicles. You can buy just a kit to actually go right in, or you can do it like the way we are and cut pieces however you want them to go. So this is it. So Flatline Barriers, the Reaper here, killing sound, heat, and vibration. And that's the thing, is that mechanical resonance actually causes a lot of the trouble with things. You might even think something's broken or anything else like that, with literally metal panels against metal panels that just start to vibrate, which slowly loosen and get worse and worse. You've got bolts that will come loose. You can stop all that by putting in something like this. You stop the vibration, you stop mechanical resonance, but it also stops sound. So you'll have just road noise, even sound from inside your car getting out. If you have a system or something like that you want to keep the sound, keep everything from vibrating and rattling around. And then it also blocks out heat. So that's a really good thing, especially on vehicles that hot rods like that. You're gonna have a lot of heat. This truck's gonna have a killer motor. So we'll show you the motor. So it's gonna be awesome. This thing's gonna be pretty hopped up, and it's gonna have big, nice stainless long tube headers that are gonna put up a lot of heat. So a lot of heat from the engine, a lot of heat coming in, and there's no AC in here, right? So there's nothing to get rid of that stuff. The transmission's putting off heat, the exhaust running back is putting off heat. A lot of heat coming in, and then a lot of heat from the sun. You've got a lot of solar load coming in through the doors and the hood, the roof, everything. And this stuff can pretty much go anywhere. So it's really good. Cuts down a lot of heat, cuts down a lot of sound, a lot of vibration, and it'll make the ride so much nicer in any of these older vehicles. So pretty awesome. We're gonna open it up and check it out. So like I said, this is the 72 square foot kit, and this is 9 sheets that are 24 by 48, okay? So here is the Flatline material, and you can see here, I mean, this box in general is just super lightweight. Some of the other products add a couple 100 pounds to your vehicle, whereas this is really nice. So you've got a whole bunch of individual sheets here. We can go ahead and tear into this. You can see right there, there we go. So this is the sheet, and you'll see the padding here. You've got this metal barrier here. It does have some reinforcement built into it. You've got the pad here. Now this will peel off. It's just a peel and stick, and it's super simple to put in. Now this is some really sticky stuff, so you want to make sure, you see right there, it's pulled off stuff from my finger. You want to make sure it's where you want it to be. So you want to fit all your pieces in, cut them where you want them, make sure they're going to be good, and then start laying them down from one side to the other. But this black foam rubber padding is amazing because it does such a good job, because it's so dense, but it's so small, that it's going to do such a good job at pulling out all that stuff without the added weight of some of the other stuff. So this is really, really nice product. So I'm pretty excited to see how this is going to work. So let's check it out. All right, guys. So here's the Flatline product, and laying it out, you can actually start to feel exactly how it's going to go. It's better to start out, in my opinion, with the bigger areas first, and maybe you start down here, right? Maybe you start just working your way around and start fitting it into certain spots, kind of see how it's going to go, and then you make any cuts. Well, in the bigger areas, you might not have to make any cuts. Here, we might not have to, right? We might make a cut after around the plate or something so we could remove it. Up here in the seat, we do have where the seat bolts down at, and these spots all the way around. So when we lay the sheet up here, it fits almost perfectly right where we need to go, but we might want to come back and just cut out a couple squares in each of those corners. But we want to do that before we start taking that backing material off and laying it down, so we can kind of start working around through here. This thing's going to look really cool, actually, when we get it done. We're going to put something down on top of it, but having all the insulation laid out and all the kind of chrome color there, it's kind of neat. So we'll check it out. So you can see here, got a new piece cut out, ready to go. It's all test fitted, everything's trimmed up. And I'm just gonna start peeling off the backing, exposing the sticky back to the material here. And as we sort of work it down, and kind of set it in place. And then we're just gonna get it lined up, and then just start pushing it down into the area that it goes. And you can see we just work it in by hand. Very easy to apply, very simple, and it moves around all of the molding in the metal there fairly easily. You see, just slowly working it down, and then applying the edge here. Make sure it's good to go, and then folding it down. You see we've got a few cutouts for our seatbelt bolts and everything. Everything's cut out beforehand, otherwise it'd be very hard to get to, so make sure you get those trimmed. And just pushing everything down. You see how well it fits into these areas now. And this material doesn't smush down and crush or anything like that, so it will come back, so you can fit it into these areas pretty easily, and everything looks good, so that will work. Let's get the rest of it done. Alright guys, Flatline barrier installed. Everything went well. Got new carpet in here. Looks pretty good. And yeah, so make sure that you check out our website, HiRevzGarage.com. We've got a bunch of Flatline products on there. You can find that through the website. You can find it up here in this top corner. And we're also working on the seat. Got the seat slowly coming apart here, and get the new covers on there. All right, there's the seat completely recovered. That looks pretty killer. I'll show you on the back. We just went through and pulled it down and then hog ringed it into all the spots, and we're definitely not upholstery guys, but I think it came out pretty good. So, for what we can do. Right guys, check that out. Seat looks pretty killer in there. Carpet in there, flat line under it, flat line in the roof. Be good.